guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Claire, and today I've picked up something super exciting to share with you guys. It's the new NARS Bord de Plage palette, and this actually translates to beachside if you are curious. I'm going to jump right into reviewing that, but before I do, I wanted to remind you guys that we're having a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, and we're almost there. We're so close. Thank you all so much for subscribing and supporting my channel. And I wanted to announce what we're going to be doing for the giveaway. As many of you may know, I have a long-standing love of Charlotte Tilbury products. So I have decided to give away one of her eyeshadow quads of the winner's choosing, just in case you have a particular one that you already have your eye on. And if you share this video with a friend and either you or your friend wins, then you both will win a Charlotte Tilbury palette, just as a thank you for recommending my channel to a friend. I love to support you guys the way that you guys have supported me. This giveaway will be open until I hit 1,000 subscribers, so please share with your friends and let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions. I will update the answers in the description box for you. But that is enough chit chat. Let's jump into the NARS palette. And I've had my eye on this for a long time. I saw this first in the Nordstrom anniversary sale and I thought about picking it up, but I didn't really have the greatest experience with the last NARS palette that I bought, so I was kind of hesitant. And also, I thought that many of these highlighter shades looked very similar to the Dior luminizers that I already have in my collection, so I will also swatch these side by side with those in case you also have the same dilemma that I have. The main difference that I've found between these and the Dior luminizers is that these are a little bit more pigmented, and they're not matte. They all have kind of a shine to them, but the Dior luminizers are more shiny. They have kind of a very wet look to them. Some of the colors are similar, but there are no exact dupes, and some of the colors in here are super unique. I'm really excited about this palette, and I think it's a great value. It is $59, and each of these 6 shades has 3.2 grams in it, so you actually do get quite a bit of product in here. As you can see, this palette is broken up into 2 sides. There are the 4 highlighters on this side and the 2 bronzers on this side. The 2 bronzers are Laguna and Casino, which are 2 of their classic bronzers, but this formula in here is absolutely amazing. It is so like silky and creamy and blends so well, and the color is actually a little bit different than the old version that I have from that palette that was a fail for me. And I'll show you side by side in the Narcissus palette. That large shade is the old Laguna bronzer compared to this one up here. You can see it's more kind of green in tone. This new Laguna is more kind of peachy, and the old one is almost a little bit grainy. I hate to say this one is super silky. This may be the new formula that they changed when they released all their new bronzers a few months ago. I didn't actually have a chance to try it then, so please, if you have tried it, let me know if this is the same kind of silky formula, because I would love to get my hands on another one of these when I run out. This palette has a great balance of shades, and I'm surprised that more people aren't talking about it. Both of the bronzers in here are super natural looking, blendable. They're really flattering satin mattes that don't accentuate the texture on your skin at all. The highlighters are really pigmented, like really extremely pigmented highlighters. They don't really emphasize skin texture, but they definitely don't have any kind of like blurring effect to the skin. And I do like that it has a kind of range of shades in here to transition from summer to winter, and this will definitely stay in the top of my drawer from now on. So in this palette we have a white-based highlighter, which is called Rivage, and this is the re-release from their Blanc de Sable palette. And next we have Corniche, which is their kind of pinky beige-based highlighter. Super natural looking. This is my favorite one in the palette. We have Criquet, which is a peachy golden highlighter, also really beautiful and natural on the skin. And the last highlighter is Gallet, and that is a kind of deeper highlighter. It would be better suited for more tan skin tones, or to kind of add a shimmer to your bronzer. Now when I was playing with these in store, I thought that Corniche, the pink one down here, looked very similar to my Dior luminizer in shade 02, which is kind of a pinky silver. But Corniche has more pink in it, and it's definitely less silver. The Dior one is brighter. And Corniche is actually also very similar to my Dior luminizer in shade 01, which is kind of a beigey color, but it doesn't have as much pink in it as Corniche does. I would even say that my Dior luminizer in shade 1 is a closer match to Criquet in this palette. But you can see that Criquet is just a little bit more golden. And lastly, my Dior Luminizer in shade 03 is much more golden than the NARS highlighter in Criquet. Seeing them side by side really brings out the peach in this NARS highlighter. And in the pan, these two look very similar, even though you can tell this one is slightly darker. But this is really kind of a peachy gold, and this one is definitely a bronze color. It is much darker. It's too dark really on me to be used as a highlighter, and that one is called Gallet. I used the bronzer in Casino to do my contour today, and I loved how this blended. It's really beautiful, even though it is slightly warmer than I would normally use. It looked really natural and flattering and was super easy to blend. And I used the bronzer in Laguna, which I love this kind of reformulated version. It is so velvety smooth, and it blends amazingly. It just looks super natural on the skin. It's more of a golden based bronzer, which I love. I went in with Gallet just to kind of give a shine to the bronzer on my forehead. And then I went in on this cheek with Criquet, which is their golden peachy highlighter. And that one is really beautiful and flattering. Next I went in on the other cheek with Corniche. And this one is a kind of pinky beige highlighter. This is the most beautiful natural shade of highlighter that I have ever seen, and as you can probably tell, these are all super pigmented. Lastly, I went in with Rivage, which is this white-based highlighter, and that looks really, really stunning on the brow bone. It's incredibly pigmented. And I also went in with it on the Cupid's bow. Overall, I'm really impressed with this palette, and I do think it's an excellent deal at $59. If you have been eyeing it, then I would highly suggest that you check it out. Even if you already have like the older NARS Laguna, I think you'll be really pleasantly surprised by this particular palette. My only kind of complaint, if it can even be called that, are that the bronzer shades are just a little bit small to get a bronzer brush in. And to be honest, since I love this kind of creamy, silky, beautiful formula of the ones that are in here, I could have done with double the size of these. My only other semi-complaint about this palette is I don't really see how this kind of grungy look goes with their beachside theme. I would have really expected something a lot more golden and bronzed and just really reminiscent of summer. This is an excellent palette that you could use year-round because it does have lighter and darker shades in it, and I do think that this would cater to a wider range of skin tones. I do think this is one of the better face palettes that has come out this year, so if you've been tempted to pick it up but you're a little bit unsure, I think that you guys will really, really love this one. That's it for my review on the NARS palette, and I did decide that I'm going to pick up most of the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection except for just a couple of items to review. That particular collection is supposed to be really beautiful mattes for oily skin, which I have. So I am going to review that if you guys are curious to see. And if you are not subscribed yet, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you have found it helpful. And I'll talk to you guys again really soon. Bye!